Mdumiseni Zuma has been acquitted of the arson charges and found guilty of contravention of Section 18 and 19 of the Riotous Assemblies Act. He has been facing charges of instigating the 2021 July Unrest in KwaZulu-Natal. Well, the 35-year-old recorded himself on video inside the Brookside Mall on the eve of the unrest, urging people to come out and loot. Over the next few days, though, the mall was ransacked and burned to ashes. We've seen those visuals on play. But our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is at the Pietermaritzburg Regional Court. She joins me now to give us this update. Lethiwe, a very warm good morning to you, colleague. Once again, the July unrest on the spotlight, while some of the alleged perpetrators seemingly are facing the courts. But what came out from court this morning?
Well, Dumelo, Magistrate Morne Cannon has handed down a judgment in the matter against Mdumiseni Zuma. Of course, as you correctly stated, he is charged with instigating violence during the July unrest that took place back in 2021. He's actually been the first instigator that has been convicted in the courts. We know that there's over 60 people that were arrested, and the state is trying to get a conviction on these people. But today, basically, the magistrate has handed the judgment. Zuma has been acquitted on charge 3, which is burning down the mall here in Pietermaritzburg. You remember that the Brookside Mall, which is one of the biggest malls here in Pietermaritzburg, was burnt down shortly after the July unrest started. And the courts have found him not guilty for burning down the mall, but he has been found guilty on 2 charges, which is inciting violence and also committing public violence as well. Mdumiseni, of course, recorded himself and then distributed a video where he was calling for people to incite the violence, and also he was telling people that the Brookside Mall had been closed the previous day before the looting started, and he was saying that if the mall is not closed the following day, then people should go there and start looting. The day after, we did see the Brookside Mall going up in flames, and now that that he was arrested in 2021, he's been basically in court since then, and he has agreed that he did distribute the video, but he did not plead guilty on the charges that he was facing, saying that he did not tell people to go to the mall and burn it down. And I think this is why the courts then said, okay, you're not actually guilty for arson, but unfortunately, because of the video that you recorded and then distributed to your friends and everyone else, you did incite violence. So we will hear on the 9th of October, Dumelo, what sentence Mdumiseni Zuma is going to be facing. The matter has been remanded until the 9th of October.
Yeah, it seems like this is another one of those cases, right, Lethiwe, where we're seeing, alleged perpetrators coming to the phone as far as going to the courts and accounting for their alleged involvement. But this, if I may, colleague, give some context, it's not the first case that we're seeing in KwaZulu-Natal particularly. There was another case whereby I understand a gentleman had already also been convicted of looting, also dubbed the Mercedes or Woolworths looter. So it seems like we're seeing more similar cases coming to the courts, reflecting back on the July unrest.
Of course, Dumelo, and Mbuso Mloyi is the one who has been dubbed the Woolworths looter, and he was convicted 2 months ago. He received a sentencing where he was going to be spending 2 years at home, and we also did see the Governor brothers, even though they did not commit any looting, but during the looting, after or following the looting, we saw a lot of people dying in Phoenix. And unfortunately, with that case, the Governor brothers were found guilty. They were sentenced also to 7 years in prison for cases relating to the looting. But unfortunately, also we spoke to the NPA recently, Dumelo, where Natasha was reacting to today's conviction. They are saying that they're quite happy with what they're seeing, And of course, there's more people that are going to be coming to the courts, because over 60 people were actually arrested for trying to commit case or crimes related to looting. So the NPA is saying that they are hoping that they're going to see more convictions.
All right, well, we leave it there, of course. Lethiwe Mdluli, quite a significant case here that you're updating us on, a colleague reflecting back on the 2021 July Unrest. Mdumiseni Zuma, of course, being in the dock, and it seems that, of course, more cases, according to the NPA, are expected to come to the fore of those who have been alleged to have been involved as perpetrators. We'll leave it there, and as soon as there are any other developments, eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli on the ground, keeping a close eye and ear for us with regards to this case pertaining to Mdumiseni Zuma.